I'm joined here with my friend Cheryl Weber. And Cheryl, you've had this passion, and I think both of us have the passion to kind of find God in the news. And that's what we've been doing here at 100 Huntley Street for so long.
Yeah.
And as we look towards the election and just the importance of that, what have you seen as you've covered this story and talked to people actually on the street about their desire and the importance of voting?
Yeah, well, I'm so privileged to cover the election for 100 Huntley Street this time around, and it's a passion for me because all around the world I see people, who are living in different governments where they can't vote, where they risk their life to vote, where they get threatened about who to vote for, and then when they make all the effort, sometimes lining up, Maggie, for 24 to 36 hours to cast their ballot. Could you imagine?
Wow.
And then they find out that actually the exit polls don't match the result and that corruption is entered in, and it's a frustrating process. So knowing that we live here in Canada and we are seeing historic enthusiasm around this election. Last election, maybe 60% vote, which is
advanced polls have been amazing so far.
Yeah, and that 60% last time was disheartening because sometimes I think we take for granted, what we have. And so now we're seeing a lot of excitement, and we've been really working hard to encourage people to get out and vote. What happens today is going to change the future, not just of Canada, but so many countries around the world who rely on Canada, who Canada's foreign policy and our support makes a difference in. So it's so important, and that's, one of the hugest things we've said is pray for this election, pray that God's will is done for our nation. We cannot take that for granted.
Every vote counts.
Every person, yeah, and that's the thing, right? Sometimes people just feel like, what difference can even in my riding, probably the people who win are not the people I would have voted for. So, but I'm going to go out and vote anyway because it's our privilege to do so, and it's important that we have a voice in where this country is going. And then we say get informed. So there's still time to get informed if people need to.
Yeah, and there's still time to vote. There are other issues that I know we've covered over the past couple of years that I think have laid deeply on both of our hearts. We've talked about euthanasia, the refugee issue in Syria. Just recently saw another report last night about, and this is something that we have to constantly pray about, are the Syrian refugees especially that are coming over. The sex education curriculum, I know that's been
so close to your heart.
Very close to my heart as well. Why is it important that we actually speak into these issues?
Well, it's one of the great things about 100 Huntley Street, and that's that we talk into the headlines, we talk into the stories that everyone else is talking about, but where's God in that? We know that God is working in every part of this world, and so being able to talk into and find where he is and educate people and bring those stories of hope as well, not just, the news. We're journalists, but we know sometimes the news can be a little on the downside. So bringing that hope and bringing that life and showing that God is absolutely at work is part of what we do here. So one of the reasons why this program is so important and dear to our hearts, it's one of the reasons why we've been here and we believe in it. We really hope that you will call us today and join us in keeping these news stories coming, keeping information about the election and everything else that we bring to you coming. It's important, isn't it, Maggie?
It's your support. It's a partnership. I love to call it a partnership. We're asking for membership, but also partnership with this as well. Again, the number is 1-888-288-0003.